Let's take a deep dive into the Lower Owens River on the Backcast. I got a chance to spend some time with David DeBeaupré, who's the owner of Sierra Trout Magnet right there in Bishop. Wanted to know a little bit about the Lower Owens and kind of give me a little detail about that section of the river and how to strategically look at it.
The Lower Owens is a great year-round fishery. The only thing that stops us from fishing it is when the flows go above about 500 CFS. And right now in the winter, it's at its lowest point at around 100 CFS. It drops down to 80 sometimes. So yeah, the only thing that keeps us off of it is the too high of water. And even when it gets too high, if you know the river well, there's still a few spots you can fish. So basically, it's a tailwater, so it comes out from under a dam. And in the wintertime, we have a lot of midges, a lot of paradons, a lot of stuff like that. We see a few hatches now in the afternoon of some betas. Classically in February and March is when we look forward to that happening. And it's been happening starting around noon, maybe till around 2 or 3, depending on where you're at. And it's a strange river. Sometimes it's river wide where you can see, you know, the hatches. Your buddy's a mile up and he experienced the hatch. Sometimes it's very specific to certain bends or certain holes in the river. So we've been finding that a lot recently too. That's wintertime fishing, easy wading, like what I said, we do the small boats, not the big boats. The whole river fishes well. We get the Baetis hatches later on and like when it starts leaning towards spring, but other than that, we're pretty much nymphing and pulling some streamers all winter long. And then as we roll into springtime now, we start thinking about the blue-wing olives that come off. And as the sun comes out, it rolls into May and June and maybe late April, we'll start to get some small stoneflies, some yellow sallies, and some squallas and stuff like that. So basically, it's a high sticking and nymphing fishery in the winter, just like a lot of winter streams are. And then slowly as it warms up, we start to get some caddis, some Baetis, and some stoneflies. And you know, we fish it very similar. This river, it's very important to read the water. The river's a wild river and it's catch and release. So if it looks good, there is fish there. So don't double guess yourself. If you know the fish, you know the water holds fish, you know, spend your time there. And we're looking for a lot of drop-offs in the river where you can see the gravel and then it drops into a deep hole. A lot of foam lines, a lot of seams. They're all holding in classic areas. To fish this river, you really need to be a master at reading the water. I see people fishing areas all the time that you know there's no fish. The fast water, the skinny water. The fish want to have cover and shelter. They want to be able to eat all they can and do as little work as possible. That means placing themselves near a piece of fast water where they can run out and eat the food that's being delivered at an exponential rate compared to the speed of water they're sitting in. So if you keep that in mind, that's kind of how we fish this river all year long. Just changing bugs to bigger bugs in the warmer part of the year down to little smaller bugs in the winter. Pretty standard stuff. It's got a few quirks and a few special things we do, but that's pretty much how it goes. The river's great for the check nymphing, the Euro nymphing, and it's also works great for indicator fishing as well. Each one has its time and place. So we probably do 70% nymphing, 30% dry fly fishing on this river. But when it is dry fly season, I can show up there in the morning and put on a dry fly and fish it all day long. So we look forward to that coming here soon.
Fantastic information from David DeBeaupré. Appreciate him going through that. He's the owner of Sierra Trout Magnet. Go by, swing by and say hi. He's got that fly shop right there in Bishop, right on the main drag 395. Go in and check it out. If you're missing some gear, he's got it all there. It's also a great guide service, so if you're looking for a guide in the local area, that's a great resource. Let us know. We'll put you in touch with him. We'll see you right here next time on the Backcast.